Hi everyone, this is Jim. I'm doing this short video to let you guys know that I'm back. I should be posting regular videos starting tomorrow, but I thought I'd do one more special video here with the answer to the chess puzzle I posed before I went away on vacation, and also an update on my tournament status. Had a good tournament, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But, well, what about this position here? We have the game Morphy against Meek from 1855. Paul has gambited a piece already, opened up lines against the king, and now he's ready to deliver the killer blow. And I hope you guys spotted this one with 2 weeks to think about it. Knight to d5. So it's kind of a killer move here. The game continued c takes d5, just accepting the sacrifice. Paul takes back, and now the point is revealed. This knight sacrifice has opened up another line, and the queen has no good square to go to. So Meek tried the move queen to g7 check, but well, there's a nice finishing blow here. If you want to take a second, pause the video and see if you can find it. Yeah, Morphy played the move rook e8 check, and so that just finishes the game. There's no this disruptive check pulls the queen away, and there's no defense. The king has no moves, and the queen goes here, and the king gets mated. So a nice game, and it also shows, I mentioned in the previous video, one of Morphy's characteristics is he likes to get all his pieces into the game. So at one time he played this move rook to e1 at a time when, if you looked at it with the chess engine wouldn't think that's the best move, but it's still very characteristic of his style, and you see how he uses all his pieces very effectively once he gets them into the game. So if we look at this combination in a little more detail, let's cancel that. After e takes d5, which was played, there are a couple of other queen moves you could try here. Oh no, yeah, there's no good square for the queen to go to because there's two mate threats here. There's the mate threat on f8 and the mate threat on f7. Queen to either of those squares is going to be mating. So, so the queen has no way to stop all of those squares. The engine line is bishop to e6. Cancel that. Bishop to e6. Just momentarily blocking and trying to clear the back row, but you can just keep taking stuff. Knight d7. Finally getting another piece out. You know, if you can just give a piece back, Paul was already a piece down, but this is giving up too much. He takes the queen. he couldn't clear the back row and not lose the queen. And then after this move, let's see. Go ahead, continue it out. Rook to f7. It looks like he's momentarily held off the mate, but in fact the mate is going to happen anyway after this rook f7 move. There's no move that black has. He's completely paralyzed. His king can't move. This rook can't move. If this rook gets out of the way or takes the rook, then it's mate. And if he does nothing, then rook takes f8 check. Leads to mate in different ways. Cancel that. I guess this is the line that we had, which was kind of cute. Anyway, it's all over there. And if we back up, one more point about this sacrifice after knight d5. If black tries to avoid taking the knight altogether, he runs into the problem that his queen is kind of trapped. The queen is under attack and has to move, but the queen also has to guard these two squares, which are where the checkmates are coming. So where can the queen go? If it goes to anywhere on the f-file, it will just get taken. And the mate will follow or be immediate. If it goes here, then that allows the mate on f8. If it goes here, it allows the mate on f7. If it goes to this square, this is one line, queen e8, then you've got knight f6 check, not only winning the queen, but also mate follows shortly. So the only other try, let's see, coming up here, of course, leads to mate. And on the f-file, so the only other move is queen to g7. Let's put the queen there, and then we have this very nice move here, which you may not have spotted. So if you want to pause the video here and see if you can find the follow-up for white after queen g7, it looks like black has succeeded in holding off the attack by giving back a piece, and or not accepting the sacrifice, and he still is a piece up. So if black can survive the attack, then he should be doing okay. But the attack rages on with one particular move. Okay, pause the video if you want time to think about it. I'm going to give the answer away. It is queen takes d6 with multiple threats. Chief among them is just coming back here to the back rank and delivering a mate. But also the queen is supporting ideas like rook to f8. So various things can be tried here. For example, just trying to clear the back rank is just too slow. Queen to d8 check leads to mate, because the only move here is blocking with the queen, and then queen takes. So that's no good. Queen takes d4 check. It just puts off the mate for a few moves. Let's see, the king gets out of the way. The idea is to get the bishop out. Cancel that. Get the bishop out, blocking the mate momentarily, giving one piece back. And then when the knight moves, actually it looks like for the moment you've covered all of these checkmating squares, but now the knight that wasn't taken earlier is a very dangerous piece. It jumps in here with knight e7 check. And of course this loses the queen, but worse than that, the king only has one move, king g7, and after queen takes queen, this is not just up material, this is a mate. The king has no squares. The knight's guarding these squares, pawn's guarding these squares, and the rook is guarding all of these squares. So very picturesque mate. Anyway, kind of a fun position. Hope you guys enjoyed this little puzzle. So back to my tournament. I played in the U.S. Open, and I scored 4.5 out of 9. It's a 9-round tournament, which is pretty good for me. This ties, in 2012 I played in the U.S. Open and managed to get a 4.5. But this time I did it better. In that tournament I lost the first few games, and then I worked my way up, but I earned that 4.5 points mostly by winning against lower rated players, whereas in this tournament I stayed near the midpoint of the field most of the way, all the way through really, and so I ended up facing 5 higher-rated players and 4 lower-rated players. So with a score of 4.5 points, that actually added some points to my rating. So my rating went up from 1796 back to 1811. So I'm once again in Class A. So I can call myself a Class A player again. And it was a good result. I had some nice games against some of the top-rated players. I had some chances even to win some of those games. So I will probably do a follow-up video on the tournament showing some of the highlights or maybe details on particular games. So you can look forward to those. And in the meantime, I'll go back to doing my usual blitzes and postmortem. So see you guys then. Bye.